Hey, hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mr. Sanchez coming at you with another lesson in Algebra 1. This is Slope-Intercept Form, lesson 12-1, Slope-Intercept Form. All right, so this is basically about graphing and the way a function looks like. Our learning targets for this lesson are to write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. Another lesson target for this lesson is technically use slope-intercept form to solve problems. We're gonna focus on this part in class, so we're really just gonna focus today on writing the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. All right, but first we gotta go over one word before we can even begin. All right, and the word is linear equation. That's our new term today. A linear equation is the equation of a line. It kind of says it in its name, linear equation, and it can be written in standard form, which is this: ax plus by equals c. We're gonna go more into this next week, where a, b, and c are constants, and a and b cannot both be zero. All right, we're gonna go a lot more into detail later on. But first, let's go over what slope-intercept form is. This is slope-intercept form, ladies and gentlemen. Slope-intercept form. It's when you have an equation that looks like this: y equals mx plus b. Sometimes it won't say y, sometimes it'll, or you can also have technically f of x. You can have f of x, quote unquote, right? But basically, it's when you have mx plus b. So a number in front of x and plus b, which is another number, okay? Where x is going to represent the slope of the line, okay? So this m represents slope, and this b represents the y value of a y-intercept. If you don't know what a y-intercept, make sure you watch our review video that explains what y-intercept is, x-intercept, all that good stuff, okay? Um, okay, so having this information, we can now just begin doing some problems, okay? We're gonna go from easy problems to really hard problems, all right? So the first question says here, identify the slope and y-intercept of a line whose equation is y equals negative 2x plus 9. Well, it says we got to find our slope, right? M is equal to slope. All right, and our M is whatever number's in front of x. What's in front of x? Going to be the negative 2. This is our slope. So M is equal to negative 2. And our y-intercept is going to be the plus part. Y-intercept. All right, so our y-intercept is going to equal to, and remember, it's always 0, comma b. So this is our b, right? So it's going to be 0, comma 9. And we've answered both questions, what our y-intercept and our slope is. Ta-da! Not so bad, right? All right, let's go on to our next problem, okay? Let's scroll down. It says, write an equation in slope-intercept form, right? So example 2, write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line that has a slope of 2/3 and a y-intercept of 0, comma negative 5. Okay, so instead of going from here to here, we're not gonna go backwards, okay? So we know our line should look like this. Slope-intercept form, that's y equals mx plus b, right? Where m, which is slope, is equal to 2/3, and our b, that's gonna be this part, right? So our b is gonna be negative 5. So we're just gonna plug that in, okay, to our equation right here. Right, so we're gonna write y equals, and then 2/3. We're gonna put parentheses wherever our variable is. X plus, and then negative 5. And now technically this is correct, but we don't like writing negative 5 plus negative. So we're actually gonna just rewrite this as y equals, and you can write this like this: 2/3x minus 5. Both of these are correct. Okay. And we're done. We're done with that. And so now just take a moment, let it sit. we're now gonna go on to the next section of our final example for this section. All right, now we're gonna have a graph. Okay, we have this graph, and it says write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Okay, so now, so for when we ever have a problem like this, you have to do we have to do these steps. First, identify y-intercept. Right, that's step one. Second, find the slope. And then third, write the equation using slope-intercept form. Okay. All right, so first we gotta identify our y-intercept. Well, luckily it's already been labeled for us, so our y-intercept is this point, which is 0, 3. So first, I'm gonna write y-int is equal to 0, 3, which means b is equal to 3. Second, find the slope, right? So we have a point here and a point here. Let's find the slope. We can find it using the slope formula, or you can do rise over run. I'm going to focus on rise over run. Okay. We're gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So our rise is 4. And our run is gonna be 1, 2 over 2. So that means our slope is 2. But the graph is going down, right? We went down, so it's going to be -2. So our m is -2. And then step 3, right? We're going to write y equals mx plus b and just plug in the values. Right, so let's write that in there. M is -2, x plus 3, which is our b. So we're going to get y is equal to -2x plus 3. Okay, and we're going to have a lot more examples of these in class, so don't worry if you don't get it just right away. Just know these are the basics of slope-intercept form. You know, we're going to learn how to graph, go from this to this real fast. You know, we're going to learn some more stuff in class. This is just the basics so that, you know, you can get like a C in the class, right? So if you want to know more and more, like how to master it, you actually have to show up to our classes. All right, guys. Other than that, have a great day. Bye-bye.